Okay, in this slide, I'm going to show you how to make a rectangular picture into a circle with a nice border like so. Also, how to adjust it so that you have multiple colors that don't go together. You can knock it into grayscale. So this is sort of our end result. So let's start here. I've got 4 pictures right here. They're okay, but sort of the blue doesn't really go with our presentation, and the rectangles don't look so great. We can soften things up. The human head is round, and so circles tend to work well when putting headshots into presentation. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a shape and we're going to make a rectangle. But we're going to hold Shift so that we can draw a perfect square. And so for this, I'm going to knock the stroke off. No transparency. I want the square to be the size of my image, or so the width of the photographs. Next, I'm going to lower this square so that it covers the head. I'll double click on the back image and I'm going to crop it into the appropriate shape like so. And I'll sort of replicate that step right here. Move the rectangle, drop I'm going to move the square, and I'm going to resize this accordingly. I'll do that again. Double click, position this down, resize this on the crop. So you see the crop is just sort of removing part of the picture that we don't want. So right here I'm going to crop again and crop right here. Okay, now you can see there's more headroom in these pictures right here. So I'm going to double click back on this picture. I'm going to lower it down a little bit. So just using the arrow key to move that down. Now I can actually get rid of my square, and I'm going to go into my crop drop down. I'm going to crop this into an oval, and because it's a square, the oval will be a perfect circle. And so I'm going to do that again right here, and I'll do that one more time right here. Now I can see if I can do this all at once. Select them all, recolor, grayscale. For this, I'm going to play around with the brightness just a little bit. Actually want to increase the brightness just a bit. And I'm going to add a black stroke effect. All right, so that black stroke, 4 pixels for this one, is exactly what I want. Now, when I add text beneath, here's the trick. I'm going to create my text box by clicking one time, and I'll sort of reposition this accordingly. And want to center my text. That way, when I write a name, like so, my smart guide is going to line this thing up so that it's centered. All right, and if you have a longer name like Michael over here, if I double click and type it, it's going to expand from the middle outward. Now I'm going to also make sure that I choose a font that goes along with the rest of my presentation. I'm having to use Montserrat. All right, then repeat the steps right there.